So today is day one as such as my campaign for the Irish general election in any kind of an official capacity as such. How today went was I went and got, I had my photographs of my farms and everything, and I went into the registrar, right? And the address that was down for the registrar brought me to an electrical factors, which is actually, I don't know where they played, what kind of a joke that is. So I actually did not get to hand in the money, so I need to ring them. Like I went into the industrial estate and the address that they put into the thing on their website. And there was an electrical factors is what it brought me to. There was a guy who does crash repairs next to them, and I couldn't find for love. And everyone was looking at me like I was playing him some kind of joke, asking for where the the registrar was in a for elections. In the front yard of a what you call it, an electoral factors in the Ballysimon Industrial Estate. So this is kind of where it's gone now. So I'm going in tomorrow. I'm going to give him a ring before I go to find out exactly, like, is it an office that's above some of the industrial buildings or something, in order to submit my my stuff, right? Now, I also promised you, like, things are not going well for me at the moment because, like, I have that bad flu that's going around, as you might notice by how red it is around my face, and also it seems to have caused kind of a small bit of an acne breakout. What is funny though is I got my passport photos for the ballot done, and it looked it looks like I was like a mugshot and I was arrested on my way to mass. So there's my passport photograph because I told you that I would be sharing my what you call it my electoral stuff and funding according as it was happening. So today I spent €6 in Gannon's pharmacy getting my photos taken. Now it was through no fault of our own. I'm taking steroids and antibiotics for the flu. And basically, I ended up, my face is quite swelled at the moment, as well as I attempted, as you can see, I attempted to cover up the redness on my nose and the acne with makeup. And just overall, I'm not, it's a bad start to have the flu at the beginning of this. So it's no, and she, the girl is quite short, is very much shorter than me. So it was, it's through no fault of her own, and they do a great service in Gannon's pharmacy and hospital. And I'm quite fond of the girls in Gannon's, like they're all sound nice girls. But what you call it, yeah. So that's how things are going. Day one. So this is kind of day one of broke bitch politics. So yeah, overall, like things are, they're going as well as they kind of can, considering I have very little funding, and the fact that my boyfriend lost his job a few weeks ago, and what little bit of money I have, which isn't much, I've been, we've been kind of trying to help him pay his bills and bits. And yeah, so kind of the coffers are very low, but I did manage to get my €500 together. So I'll be handing that in now tomorrow, provided that they don't send me to a motor factors now or somewhere after sending me to an electrical factors today. And it wasn't the fact that I misheard them or looked it up, like I got it. This was off of the air code. So that, yeah, so that's the kind of crack of today. Overall, like, if I can get the flu over me now, I have my antibiotics and I have my steroids. We should be get off to a good start. I'm going to try and see who if I can get one of the lads, in the family to order me. I'm going to do my posters DIY. Simply because I can't afford to do them any other way. I can buy quite a lot of Corrie Burton spray paint for what it would cost me to get one poster. And because of the fact that funds are low, this is essentially how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to be making a video series of each day of my campaign, and plus there's going to be some extra material in between thrown in, and we're going to make a a documentary out of it, teaching other ordinary people about how to go about running for election in Ireland, because if democracy is to hold any water, the average ordinary person has to be able to run for election. That's basically it. We've had years and decades of big shots running and running us all into the ground because it suits them to do so. So, I might not achieve much in this election, but I'll be able to achieve enough to show all the other ordinary women from around the countryside how to run for election. And that, like, if they don't stop us from running altogether, it will blow the wind up from the next election, I'll say that much. So that's basically how things are going with me. As well as that, even just down to getting to where you can get the details, and that the details aren't 100% in Citizens Advice. And like, I mean, I started doing my research for this. It's funny that I got caught out, but I started doing my research for this back when they were first talking about election, and how where I was to submit things and the rest of that. And even down, like, the council don't even know what's going on. Like, I rang the CPO and that offices in the Dáil to find out where I had to send stuff, and sort that out. They told me to ring the council. The council put me onto the court. The court eventually put me onto, I was bounced around the council for the better part of 3/4 of an hour. The council put me onto the courts in Limerick, and then they got me in contact with the registrar. So now I have all the information. So the next time other people can run it, what you're looking for is the county registrar, and like, they had only just, before they announced the election, they hadn't even a county registrar put in for County Limerick, and now the one for County Limerick and Clare is the one. So, like, that's because the person before had retired. So, as well as it being a clusterfuck of a situation because of the fact that anyone who's small, they were teasing, would it be now, would it be February, would it be whenever, and then now we have a 3 weeks race. This is kind of where the situation is. Now, I do have my link tree up in my bio in my manifesto, and I haven't put up all of my stuff yet, but in my manifesto, and I'll also be putting up a couple of other articles in it. It's all up in the link tree. There's also a donation link to throw me a few bob through Buy Me a Coffee. I kind of doubt, like, you don't have to do it, like, but it would be a big help to me because I have very little money at the moment. But you see, the thing of it is like, with regards to doing this, it's actually nearly more educational for people to do it without having any money, right? So I'm not in the best of form, I've no money, but I'm going to do it anyway just to prove that it can be done. And anyone who's thinking about running, and for the education of myself and the lads in the lads in the party, that that we know how to run, because we are all novices. We don't have anyone who has ever run for election before. We don't have anyone who's ever really involved in an election before, except for a couple of people going around door to door canvassing with a few people in the past. That's the height of the experience. We don't know anything about the system, and it is extremely hard to find anything out about the system. So that's basically where things are. This is day one of my campaign as such. So we'll see how we get on. And if anyone around County Limerick would like to help me with canvassing or anything like that, that is very welcome. And if anyone would like to throw me a few bob, that is also very welcome, because at the moment now I have €500 and about €60 besides at the moment. I'll have a bit more myself in the over the course of the next week, and I will also have I'm also trying to convince family members to give me a few bob. So, and also some of the lads in the, so we'll see. Overall, I would say my overall campaign budget, but I would be lucky to scrape €1,500, right? As a, I've five or six myself, and then the rest of it is trying to drag a few bob out of everyone else. So I'm just basically going to prove that you can actually do some level of a campaign with a budget of about €1,500. Or less. We'll see what the tally is. So for now, the current budget as spent is €6. Oh, and I forgot there was another €7 for printing. Your man didn't give me a receipt. He was not in the best of form, and he was a big scary kind of guy. So I just left him off. It was just someplace in town before I went out, and I got the forms printed off with. So basically, yeah. So the €6 plus €7, but I don't think SIPO are going to come after me for €7 that I didn't get a receipt for. So what you call it, for printing off the forms in the first place, particularly when it's my own money. So yeah, that's today.